Hey everyone, I'm Connor,
And I'm Matt.
and this is Discography Draft. Ooh, did the first one go through?
No, but the last two did.
Oh, okay.
2 for 3.
Yes. Well, here we are again, still doing it. Hey everyone, if this is your first time listening, take it.
Oh, I get to explain this time?
Yeah.
So here what we do on Discography Draft, sponsored by Corner Time Network. Shout out CTN. They've got other podcasts. Go listen to them. Sad Boy Sessions featuring Jeff and Connor Salas.
Yep.
Wonderful stuff. But here at the Discography Draft, we take artists that have been influential for us, and maybe not so influential for us too.
Influential for at least one of us.
Yeah, and we just take artists, I guess, simply put,
Yeah.
and we compare two of their albums. We walk through the history of that, and then talk a little bit about the albums. We throw them in a draft pool, trying to curate the best roster, and from there, let the fans vote. So active engagement is always a great thing.
That's right, Matt. Speaking of active engagement, what was I gonna say?
Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Crumb if you're listening. We know
That's
you
what
are.
I couldn't figure it out. I feel like so many people got engaged
Uh-huh.
recently. Over history, a lot of people have gotten engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah. Last episode, we did The Weekend again with After Hours and Dawn FM.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, it wasn't your best showing.
Oh, 0 points.
I got all the points. No, I won 25-14.
Oh yeah, because we're doing a lot with 32.
Yeah, the points have increased. I don't know. Well, how about this? How's Dawn FM treated you over the past couple of weeks? Have you listened to it at all?
No,
Matt?
I haven't. I can't get back into it.
It's so good. It's like, if it weren't for A$AP Rocky over the past couple of weeks, I would still be listening to Dawn FM.
Yeah, I've been tailing off onto some newer artists that we've got coming.
Yeah.
So I won't mention anything there, but
Okay, cool.
and what's in the future?
Yeah. Future?
No.
Well, yes, but not near future. Okay, well, Dawn FM's good.
Dang, 25-14.
Yeah,
Blinding Lights won it.
it did. But how about this? Until I Bleed Out, 29 seed, got to the Final Four. That's where it deserves to be. It's one of his best songs ever. I'm glad it made it that far. Well, this episode, we're talking about A$AP Rocky's Long Live A$AP and that Long.LAST.A albums. He really likes putting his name in his albums.
And the word long.
And periods.
Yeah. And dollar signs.
Yeah.
And why is this a timely album?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Matt. It's because A$AP Rocky and his partner Rihanna,
Riri, shout out. We know you're listening.
They are expecting a child. Yay. And Matt, I'm here to tell you, child hasn't even been born yet. I know for a fact it's going to be the best looking human being who's ever lived.
Rihanna's carrying a lot of that too, but
That is true.
yeah. Rihanna's a beautiful woman. I say that with all the respect.
Yeah. Didn't sound disrespectful.
No.
Yeah. Okay, well, so let's start. A$AP Rocky. Hey, Matt, pop quiz.
I know where it's going.
What's A$AP Rocky's government name?
No, I'm not looking it up. My hands are here. It is. So I'm gonna give you his full name, middle name included. Okay.
And this is a guess.
This is complete guess.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Pretty Flacco Jody.
Close. It is Rakim. I don't know how to pronounce his middle name. Atheliston. We'll go with that. Mayers. Rakim Mayers.
Whoa.
Probably named after Rakim, but maybe not. I don't know. He was born in 88, so maybe... Well, Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim are doing their thing, I think, in the mid-80s. So it's possible. He is from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just run with that. I'll run with that. You...
No. Don't trap me.
Yeah. Yeah. No traps.
I actually had a feeling that was going to be a question, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth being prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather guess at it because I had a good guess.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, so ASAP Rocky, aka Rakim Mayers, member of the ASAP mob, from which he adopted his moniker. Oh, that's a chicken or the egg. Which came first, ASAP mob or ASAP Rocky?
Well, just because based on what you said, ASAP mob.
Well, ASAP Rocky was born before.
ASAP mob.
He was born in 1988.
Oh, but you're saying like the name ASAP though.
Trick question.
Okay.
ASAP mob formed in 2006. That's crazy.
Lamborghini.
That's
High.
so long. I was a freshman in high school when they formed, and I didn't hear about ASAP Rocky until like freshman year of college.
Wow. Yeah, that's a long way out. And their big song, I feel like that kicked it off, was Lamborghini High. That's a good one. I need to go back.
Rest in peace, Yams.
Yeah.
Okay. What is here's another pop quiz. What's so ASAP Rocky, as you know, is also a producer.
Mm.
What is the pseudonym that he produces under or produced under?
Rakim Mayers.
No, Lord Flacco.
Oh, frick, I mixed it up. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Oh, gosh.
You did. Yeah, you had it. Yeah, you did. How about this? His father. Hey, what Caribbean island is his father from?
I'll get away from that. Caribbean. We'll go. Dude, I don't even know.
It's a fitting. You know where Rihanna's from?
Oh, I actually do. That's gonna bug me. It's she's not Haitian, is she?
She is not.
All right.
She's from Barbados.
Barbados.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, this answers our question. He has an older brother and an older sister, Erica. Rakim and Erica are taken from Eric B. and Rakim. Look at that. All right, and then final.
Do you ever wonder like,
What?
did I just get my was it just because it sounded good or was I named after someone?
I know exactly what I was named after.
Yeah, what was that?
I feel like I've told you this before. So my dad wanted to name me Elvis.
Yes, I knew the Elvis piece, but I can't remember what the Connor.
But my mom was like, no. So they compromised and settled on Aaron being my middle name, which was Elvis Presley's middle name, and I was named Connor after Connor Clapton, who was the Eric Clapton's son, who accidentally fell from a building and died.
Oh yes,
and he's who Tears in Heaven was written for.
Yes. Okay. I'm not as familiar with Connor Clapton. That's why I can't remember. But I do always remember the Elvis piece of it.
Yep.
Because we know you got that Memphis blood in you.
I am. I would like to consider myself Memphis's adopted child.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Big win over the Magic recently. Yeah. Good,
shout out if you're watching on YouTube. Ja.
Yeah. Big game.
You know they have a giraffe in the Memphis Zoo named Giraffe.
Oh my gosh! Of course they do.
And there's rumors he was gonna jump over him if he ever entered into the dunk contest.
Giraffe would jump over Ja Morant. If Giraffe entered the dunk contest. Okay, cool. Well, all right. So final quiz. Which member of the ASAP mob is ASAP Rocky's cousin?
Ferg.
It's a great guess. ASAP Nasty.
Okay, let me see who's all in the ASAP mob.
I couldn't even. I have no idea. Actually, yeah, I do. So I have it right here.
did-
There's. By the way, so many.
Let's see here. ASAP Yams, Rocky, Ferg, Nast. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know,
12.
actually.
Oh, 12 is the only other one.
I actually
I
don't know if it's Nast or Nasty, but I just imagine it's Nasty.
ASAP Ant, I do know.
I mean, look at all these.
Okay,
ASAP Lubanga, not to be confused with ASAP Lubega. From the ASAP Mambo number 5.
dude, how did
Matt,
they?
you're supposed to laugh at that.
Wait, how did they form? I'm so confused. Tell me the joke again.
Okay, so there's. Tell me the joke again. So there's ASAP Lubanga, not to be confused with ASAP Lubega, who's in the ASAP Mambo number 5.
Oh, are you serious? Dude, Mabo is the song, right?
Mamba,
yeah.
Mo Bamba number 5.
5. Yeah. There's a song called Mo. What is it? Oh, I got it on my guilty pleasures. You can go. Oh, yeah.
This just got thrown for a loop.
Yeah, it did. It's okay.
All right. ASAP Rocky started rapping at age 9. I mean, honestly, who didn't? He learned how to rap from his older brother, who also wore the hair twist hairdo that ASAP Rocky later adopted. When he was 12, his father went to jail in connection with selling drugs, and his dad died in 2012. When he was 13, his brother was killed in Harlem. The death inspired ASAP Rocky to take rapping more seriously, and he grew up admiring the Harlem-based rap group The Diplomats, which features I know 3 of these guys. I don't know the 4th one. Cameron, Joel Santana, Jim Jones.
Oh.
And then the 4th guy is Freaky Zeke.
I don't know the first 2, or the first one and then the last
You don't know
one.
Cameron?
No.
Oh, Matt.
Santana, though, he's got some good stuff.
Whistle song?
Santana, yeah. He's got a hype song, too.
Yeah, go listen to some Cameron.
Also, Mambo number 5, a little bit of, yeah. I didn't know that was Lou Bega.
Oh.
That's why it connected. Yeah, a little late. I did want to address that. We can move forward.
Let the record show it was a well-crafted joke.
It was.
This was the wrong demo.
Yeah.
Okay, he was also influenced by Mobb Deep, 3 6 Mafia,
Shout out to the 9.
UGK, rest in peace, Pimp C, Run DMC, Wu-Tang Clan, and Bone Thugs and Harmony. He spent his teenage years selling cannabis and crack while moving around homeless shelters with his mother and sister. At age 15, he was selling crack in the Bronx. After a period of living in a shelter with his mother in New York City, he moved to Midtown Manhattan. And in 2004, he served 2 weeks in Rikers Island for drug dealing, where he shared a cell with future rapper Casanova. Wow. I just love the sentence. He spent his teenage years selling cannabis and crack.
It's all about the
It's like
C's,
that's all
baby.
he did?
Yeah.
Surely he did something else.
No, he didn't even eat.
Spent the whole time slinging that Yola. All right, well, that's enough. Are you doing something right now?
Not that needs to be addressed. Nothing that needs to be addressed.
Okay. Well, 2011 to 2012, he dated Iggy Azalea. Remember that? I vaguely do.
A little bit. Iggy, all I remember with Iggy is Swaggy P. R.I.P.
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, D-Lo was not keeping it on the D-Lo.
No, he was not. Did you know that A$AP Rocky used to be pescatarian? Go do it, man. I already know where this is going.
No, I don't want to say it. What is a pescatarian again?
It's when you. I thought you were just gonna. You had a Presbyterian joke in there, didn't you, Matt? It's when you eat vegetarian foods, but you also eat seafood.
Okay, I knew I had to
So
do
no
something
meat
with
except
for seafood. Okay.
Yes, but in 2012 he became a vegetarian because he had a vegan manager, and he learned of the horrors of the poultry industry.
Yeah, I respect that.
But in 2019, on Babushka Boy, he stated that he's now vegan. So that's cool. I guess.
Shout out, throwback too.
Yeah. He said that he was raised in a Christian household, but he does not like going to an organized church, and instead he, quote, has his own relationship with God. I pray every day before I go to sleep. Okay. And yeah.
I feel like there's some hints of that in his At Long Last album.
Holy Ghost,
and there's a few other ones in there.
Yep. All right, well, that's enough about him. So Long Live ASAP was released January 15th, 2013. Matt, where were you at in your life? Hang on.
Remember fall semester.
Right. Your final semester as a senior in high school.
Indeed. Yeah, my life was starting to snowball with sin, actually. January drank for the first time. Yeah. That's where I kind of remember. January drank with Kevin, Will.
Shout out to Kevin. Kevin's just listening to this. He's like, he has the whole family around, and Mr. and Mrs. Will are in town. He's like, let's listen to Matt and Connor's podcast. He's like, I got hammered with Kevin senior year. And he's like, hey, man.
What are you doing? No, we drank our senior year for the New Year's party, and we didn't get drunk, but we just drank for the first time, and then drank a little later. But yeah, senioritis was kicking in. A lot of weird life things happening. I do remember this thing dropping. When I think of senior year, all I can think about is like swimming pools. I think of Wild for the Night. Like there are a lot of big kind of songs.
Shaba,
yes, because that was a little later on, but yeah, Shaba. That whole album from ASAP too. Mm-hmm. ASAP Berg, not to be confused with
A$AP
Rocky. He's the second iteration of ASAP. Yeah. That's mainly what I remember from that guy. But getting ready for college, just figuring life out and what was holding next. But yeah, I do remember Wild for the Night, Effing Problems really kind of taking over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for me, I was a junior at UF, although those junior is with how long I was there, not even, it's a misnomer. I was in my third year. Living at first of 4 years living at Campus Lodge Apartments. Hadn't started working there yet. That was later in the summer, but I was living with Taylor. Shout out Taylor if you're listening. We know you are. And I do remember 2013. I like associate that whole year with ASAP music because this came out. ASAP Ferg came out, and the 2013 summer, funnest summer of my life. A lot of ASAP was on. Mm-hmm. It was a good time. Summer I turned 21. Mm-hmm. Heat won the title. Heat were going for back-to-back titles this year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good.
I remember 2013, big year.
Yeah. So I also, I mean, Effing Problems, Wild for the Night. Those were the two big ones. It took a long time. It took really until the past couple of weeks before I really started appreciating some other songs on this album. Because the beats they're kind of all over the place. Some go hard, some are really laid back, and it's just
something to ride to, though.
That is true, but sometimes that's not what I'm looking for. But I do,
say it. We don't hold anything back.
I like the idea of A$AP Rocky more than I like A$AP Rocky.
That's fair. That's really interesting.
I think he's a good feature artist, and I think he has some really good solo songs. And I also just love the
He to me, like, I think that maybe the reason that is because he also, I feel like, has the potential to be better than like what he's putting out, and he doesn't put out as frequent.
It's
Like you know he's capable of it from some of these songs. You're like, well, why can't you just do this every time?
he has 3 studio albums.
That's it. I know.
It's crazy.
Dude, him and Frank, they need to, yeah.
And he's been going for over 10 years. I think when was the mixtape came out in like 09.
Yeah. It was
2011, I'm sorry. Wow, I thought it was 09.
It was only every other 2 years, and it was like 2015, I think, is when At Long Last came out.
Yeah. But 3 studio albums over the past, he started in 2011. First one came out in 2013. So let's just call it the past decade. 3 studio albums. That's like a long time to have in between them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe you can't rush art. I don't know.
Yeah. So he's a lot of. I think there's untapped potential, and never really lived up to what he could have been. And I'm trying to figure out what athlete he reminds me of. But maybe I'll think about it as we go.
But it's still good, and like he had all the potential, but just never, like maybe more. Okay, Gilbert Arenas. Like spurts of like greatness, but then you're like, oh, this guy is gonna be like for real.
Yeah.
Around you think he's gonna be producing this consistently for a long time, but it was like a short, quick.
It was. Yeah. There's someone else out there. I got to think about it. I'll get back to this, but don't let me forget.
Okay, maybe that's when we need to start integrating. New segment where we compare artists to athletes.
We can do that. That's how the whole thing was birthed.
Burr.
Yeah.
Gucci.
Yeah. Ooh. That gives me an idea. So singles from Long Live ASAP, you got Goldie was the first one, April 30th, 2012. That's like almost a year beforehand. Then you got Effin' Problems, October 2012, Wild for the Night, Fashion Killer.
Pistol go.
All right, easy. So, Metacritic. What do you think they gave it based on 40 reviews?
76.
Fantastic guess. 75.
Okay.
Generally positive reviews. The AV Club, which is not like an actual AV Club. It's an online newspaper. Called it, quote, an aesthetic marvel, fully realized and unmistakably distinct. Rolling Stone said that it ups the ante musically without losing what made the mixtape compelling. Pitchfork praised Rocky's malleability, writing that he sounds natural in every setting, and called the album a triumph of craft and curation, preserving Rocky's immaculate taste while smartly upgrading his sound. All right. Oh, this is good. The Guardian said the music is frequently thrilling, but found the lyrics occasionally boring.
Literally what you were saying, yeah.
Yes. For our best lyric, I had a hard time trying to come up with one because I just didn't find, I don't know. Maybe he has better lyrics on other albums, but I didn't.
They're not.
There's not a lot of like wordplay.
Yes. It's not necessarily clever. I don't think it's terrible, but he's just a producer. Like he's more of a producer with mediocre lyrics.
Mm-hmm. That's about right. Hey, but shout out to A$AP Rocky for listening. All right, the next one, At Long Last ASAP. Released May 26, 2015. Matt, where are you at in your life?
So, just finished my sophomore year. Probably the worst year I've ever done in school. Lost a lot scholarship, going back to Memphis for a year. Heading into it for technically junior.
Send me your arm over here. You got it. This guy right here.
Yeah. Thank you. I shed.
You do.
Going right back to Memphis for a year. I vividly remember being in Memphis, driving home from Ching's, and talking with one of my friends. Shout out to Ching's if you're listening. We know you are.
Shout out to Honey Gold.
Yeah, some sopping wet tendies.
Shout out to dipping the roll in the honey gold.
Yeah,
Shout out to all the pictures of Derrick Rose.
and all the athletes and Drake and everyone else that's ever walked through there.
Well, Drake is an athlete.
He did warm up with Kentucky once.
He definitely did. He gave it his all.
Gosh, freaking Drake. But I remember vividly driving and talking with my friend Connor Dunning, who actually was the first person I ever got into podcasts with. So shout out to Connor Dunning if you're listening. We know you are. Big basketball guy. He actually does radio now.
Must be nice.
And I remember we were talking. I was like, dude, he just like vividly remember saying like ASAP just disappears, and then he'll drop something, and I'm like, gosh, is he the top? Is he like the best in the game right now? I loved his At Long Last ASAP album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just remember vividly talking about that, and I was like, actually questioning whether or not he was the best in the game for a second.
Ooh. Well, this was also, I mean, Kendrick was popping off at this time. Let's keep going. Wax Poetic. I'm gonna look up 2015 best rappers.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was kind of looking for Future was starting to drop a ton of stuff right at that time. I remember Wayne was starting to kind of like really, like it's been a while since he had dropped something, and that's my goat. And yeah, I just remember thinking like, all right, maybe I'm looking for like that next guy. So I was, looking to jump on any rapper's bandwagon.
You know who popped off in 2015?
Macklemore.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah. 14, 15.
But, well...
14 to 15, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember at the frat house, so frat, just playing a lot of Fetty Wap. You know what came out that year?
See You Again by Wiz Khalifa. Rip Paul
Yep.
Walker.
All right, I've talked about it. I would love to name one of my kids Paul.
Okay. One of your kids.
We'll see. We'll see what's in store.
Regardless
if he or she is a he or she, it's Paul. Paulina.
Yeah, you gotta let them figure that out for themselves. Watch Me Whip Nene came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
Hotline Bling came out later in the year. The Hills by The Weeknd.
Yeah. Hotline Bling is one of the most memeable. Like he's like I've seen like rackets and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I know exactly where I was. I was in Paris on summer project. Yep. This was 4 days after I turned 23. And so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, here's what's funny about that trip. This is great. So in 2014 when I went, the entire group of us, we stayed at a hostel. So we were all together. We always like hang out in the little common area. Shout out to the guy who would serve us croissants and rolls in the morning. Literally every morning, croissants and rolls. It was heavy.
Yeah, but then don't you walk?
Gluten.
Yeah, don't you walk around everywhere?
That is true. We walked a lot.
And one question though, was the environment hostile?
It's all about perception.
You say it best.
And then, okay, so then in 2015, there were like different groups of us in different apartments. So we weren't all in one hostel. We were kind of spread out a little bit. There's this group of 7 girls or so. They had this awesome apartment, washer, dryer, king size beds. It was incredible. Couple others. One of the group of guys, they had a pretty sweet apartment. It was far from everyone else. And then there were like 2 other, I think, let's just say there were 2 other girls' apartments. Those were all cool. Enter Connor. So myself, Chris Schrum, and Anthony Canada. Shout out your Chris and Anthony if you're listening. We know you are. We got We got the most, I mean, the puniest, in every sense of the word, apartment. It was literally made, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was more long than it was wide. Like it was probably, it was like a hallway. It was like 3 feet wide or so. And then, but 2 floors, okay? But to get to the second floor, which was literally like just a bedroom basically, you had to go up like a staircase that was like if you're climbing into an attic, one of those kind of staircases. That was more, it was heavy rise, little run, if you will. And I know you won't because you do no run at all.
No.
But it was, and so Canada and I shared a bed, an IKEA bed, that it felt like every night the wood
Blank
slats that it's on my side would just collapse and I would like fall into the framing, and then Chris had to sleep downstairs on a couch that like when it folded out didn't even fit into where it was, and it was insane. We got so screwed, and we tried to tell everyone else on the project. We were like, your apartments are awesome. Ours are terrible. Like the shower would flood. The shower was like the size of a dinner plate, and like
the size of a dinner plate.
It was so, and it was like slippery, but it would like fill with water so quickly, and it just wouldn't drain. And everyone's like, "You guys are kidding! Stop embellishing!" And then like the last night there, we brought some of them over, and they were like, "You weren't kidding. This is ridiculous." I'm like, "I know." So it's just my luck.
Hold on, is that for like 2 months or a month?
We're there for 6 weeks.
That's a long time.
I know.
To live like that.
But
and every single night, just the collapse.
Oh my God, I need to lose weight. It's all this bread. But yeah, it was, I don't know, quite the bonding experience. Oh, what was also funny is that the extra mattress that Chris basically slept on, like it was like an extra mattress sort of on the couch. I don't even know how to describe it. But when we got there, it was stored in the upstairs portion. And he literally, Canada and I just watched him try and stuff it down. The little slot to get it. And we didn't help at all. I just watched him. It took him like 20 minutes. It was so funny. He's just like, F you guys, help me. We're like, no.
You're like, you're getting to sleep by yourself.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was in Paris when this came out. All right. And so there's 3.
No, that story was worth it. That's
yeah. So 3 singles: Lord Pretty Flocko Jody 2, Every Day, and LSD. Okay, between these two, which one of these albums do you like more?
Probably, I think. Oh my gosh, there's some favorites though on. It's probably split 50-50, but if I had to lean, I think initially when it came out, At Long Last, I loved it and hands down my favorite. But then I think Long Live just has some star-studded ones that I really like. But like you said right before we started this, if he just cut 8 songs or so or 6 from each,
yeah, if these albums were 10 songs each, it'd be perfect. Really good. But they're just too long. It was like your problem with Starboy. Mm-hmm. It's oversaturated. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think Long Live ASAP has more bangers, but I think At Long Last ASAP is
better top bottom.
Yeah, like it's more of a quality album. I think like there's some songs on Long Live ASAP that suck. Mm-hmm. Granted, there's some on At Long Last ASAP that suck because there's 18 of them. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway. So what do you think Metacritic gave At Long Last ASAP?
I thought I got a positive review. I would say 81.
76.
Oh, I probably should have stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Generally positive. The Daily Telegraph called it a big, bold, madly ambitious album. on which Rocky made a frequently dazzling spectacle. Another reminder that hip-hop is currently setting the bar very high indeed. New York Times said he doesn't absorb and repurpose his guest styles. He's fully formed, a rapper who understands his talent in relation to that of his peers and that of his influences, unafraid of showing you his blueprint. All right. I don't really know what that means.
Not afraid to show you my blueprint.
You want to see my blueprint?
That's just so ridiculous.
I know. Well, all right. That's enough of them. So let's get into the draft. So Matt, as always,
Gets to pick because I always lose.
all right.
Tails never fails.
Okay. It's heads.
Except when it's heads.
Yeah. Matt, I figured something out.
Double down, double down.
Ooh. What are you suggesting?
How absurd would it be if I was like, okay,
If you get it wrong,
then you get the first 3 picks. No, we're not going there.
I was gonna say, do I get the first 2? You get 3 and 4, and then it's back to like. But that doesn't even make sense. It wouldn't even work. It would just throw everything off.
Maybe.
But also, who really cares?
Also, that would be a fun thing to integrate. Do you want to double down or no?
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, we need to start utilizing how frequently you get 50-50s wrong, and just like use that to gain money, like betting. So it's like, Matt, what do you think about this? What do you think about this game? You're like, oh, I don't know. I think the Bengals are gonna. And he's like, all right, bet the house on the Rams.
50-50.
Yeah.
I'm about it. Yeah. Well, what's your choice gonna be? What you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't. Okay. I'm going to take the number 1 pick.
All right. That's okay.
Same reason like last time. I think there's one that's like
Way above.
But I don't even really like it. But it just is. It's the number 1 effing problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's my pick.
Oh, I thought you were saying you alrighty. Well, I feel like I have to take it. We're gonna go every day.
Matt, that's the one that is the number 2 seed that I said you're gonna die.
That's one of my favorites from the album.
I think that song sucks.
You're kidding
so
me.
bad. I hate the sample. Every day that song is terrible. That's my Welcome to New York song.
No.
F. Rod Stewart. F everyone on that song. That song sucks.
No. But number 4 then.
Hang on. Oh, you mean number 3?
Wait, one. Yeah.
I can't believe that one.
Sorry, For the Night. Wild for the Night.
Okay, yes. That's number 3.
Yes.
But that is the number 4 seed.
Ooh. What is above that?
I'm not going to take it because I'm not crazy about it. We'll see when it gets taken. So this is interesting because what I have at number 3, I feel like I can hold off a little bit. So with the 4th pick, Lord Pretty Flocko Jody 2.
Okay.
And then
Ooh.
with the 5th pick, Fashion Killer.
All right. That sucks, but that's okay. Wow. Man, those two gone already. Well, it sucks.
I felt like if I didn't do it now, you were going to get them, and I really wanted them.
Mm-hmm. You best believe it. That's literally what I had my next two picks.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with one of my favorites,
Okay.
Canal Street.
All right, good. Yeah. That would have been one of my next two.
And it, to me, has one of the best beats. It's also, just one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Pooh.
By the way, I think Lord Pretty Flocko Jody 2 has the best beat.
All right, I'm going to be pissed if I miss out on this.
Oh, gosh.
Dude, I can see it being taken. Do I get greedy?
As long as it's not the one that I want to take, then yeah, you can take it.
All right, I'm gonna take M's.
All right.
I have to go ahead and do it.
Talking about Ames.
Which also I think is a comparable beat to.
It's really good. Yep. Okay, so. Oh gosh, excuse me. 8th pick. I'm gonna take Electric Body.
All right, that's literally what I have at number 8.
I have it at 7. So now I feel like I need to take what I had at 3. I think this one has most grown on me. I think it's one of the 2 most underrated songs, and it has a couple of the best lyrics I wrote down. Level.
Wow. Oh, Pooh. I like that song, but I thought it was going to be around a little later.
I didn't. I felt like it could have been taken in your next 2 picks, so I had to have it. Okay, best lyrics. One of them, it's very sweet. Pot gone, but the juice back. You get it, Matt? You get Juice, the movie he was in. Speaking of pot gone, won't be gone for long, Matt. Wanna know why? Actually, never left, but
yeah. Talk to me a little bit about this. I don't know his return. Is it actually the Super Bowl?
I don't see why not. So he's 50. He's 50 years old because he didn't die. But he allegedly died when he was 25. So 25 and 25. We know about the 7-day theory.
Yeah.
Machiavelli. 2 + 5. 7. The Super Bowl is being played in L.A., where he spent the last year of his life, in quotes, with Death Row Records. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg are performing at the halftime show. And
that's not a coincidence.
It sure is not.
Wait, when did they announce that Snoop and...
That was, I want to say, like a month ago or so. Yeah, so it's Snoop, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige. And...
How did they pull that off of... Well, okay, now I'm really...
And Tupac.
Okay, I'm actually...
I will say this, though. I'm 95% kidding. But if we don't at least get the Tupac hologram at this halftime show, I'm going to cause a stir.
Dude, there's no way. I'm so convinced right now.
Tupac hologram made its debut at Coachella 2012, 10 years ago.
You are actually have me fully convinced now because of the lineup for the Super Bowl halftime show.
If ever there were a time, this would be it.
All right.
Died when he was 25. It's been 25 years since then. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, so back to the draft.
I'm shook. Is it your pick?
No, I just picked level.
Okay.
So it's the 10th pick in your pick.
I feel like I gotta take it. Yeah. It's just sitting there. I know people like it, but LSD.
Okay, that was the number 3 seed.
Oh.
I have never really come around to it.
I know it's a popular song, and I think I loved it when it came out, but going through, I was like, it's just like, I know it's popular, but I don't know how popular.
It feels like a Kid Cudi beat.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. I don't like it.
Sometimes it's just too slow.
Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious. What do we decide here? I'm going to go with... All right, give me like 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One Train.
That's what I was going to take next. Okay. So 12th pick.
Do you watch Wild 'N Out?
Not the new iteration of it, but I watched like the whole thing way back in the day.
There's one of the guys, like when Kendrick's voice comes on, it sounds like the pick up and kill it and kill it.
Oh.
It sounds literally like a cadence to that.
Okay.
Next time you listen to Kendrick's verse, it sounds like pick up and kill it. And, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
what that is?
Yeah.
Where they one will rap and then they have to use the last word into the next thing. But yeah.
Okay. So I guess with the 12th pick, I'll take PMW. All I really need. What's up, Matt?
Psst, Matt Walker.
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, the 13th pick in that case.
You want me to catch it?
Holy Ghost.
No!
Yeah.
That sucks. I really wanted that one. That's one of my favorites, and I think it's probably one of my most underrated songs.
Mm-hmm. It's got like a twangy Western beat.
Yeah. Man.
Whatever that means.
I think very, very underrated. Yeah, one of my favorites. Pooh.
Oh, by the way, I had another... I got distracted by the Tupac thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had another best lyric from Level. With a gap, with a strap and a backpack. When the cap leave you flat, better backpack on a fast trap, rat-a-tat. That's that.
Well executed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, we're gonna go. Man, I'm gonna be bummed if these two are also gone.
They don't have to be gone if you take them.
Well, I'm gonna take this one's also one of my favorites, and I think underrated.
Okay.
Phoenix, which has a put it in my ears moment. Basically, whenever it's like the gunshot that like leads into him like slowing down is like good night folks, and then it like soothing kind of like chorus comes over. Yeah.
Okay.
Phoenix is one of my favorites. Also think it has a just underrated.
Okay.
But we will go with excuse me.
It's a good one. Ah, frick. I sat on that one too long.
It's because it's like it feels like two separate songs. It's like it's fast and then it's like and then the chorus is like very slow. It's something that A lot of these, again, and at long last, ASAP, I just are writing. Just a vibe in the car.
Yep. All right, 16th pick, Long Live ASAP.
Mm.
And then 17th pick.
Wait, Long Live ASAP. This has my best lyric.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. But be careful.
All right, it's literally just 2 lines, and I want to go ahead and get out.
All right. All right.
The first one is, purple sipping, finger twisting, teeth glisten like it's Memphis. Shout out.
Okay.
And then a little further down it says, and I take it out to Memphis, so shout out to 666.
What? Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so the 17th pick. It gets weird after, like, around here.
I think there's still there's about 5 on the board, 5 or 6 on the board.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take Ghetto Symphony
Dang it, that's my next one.
off the deluxe version.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that the deluxe version for this album is, the rules of that are kind of, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Because it feels like this just was the album.
Yeah. Agreed.
18th pick.
All right, I'm gonna be so pissed if this thing is gone. All right, I'm gonna take Hell.
Ooh. I didn't like that one. That was one of the ones I thought he could have done away with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh my! Now you got me really worried. I don't know if I should have pulled the trigger on that one then. We'll do Goldie.
Ugh.
I hate it.
Okay, that's the 6th seed, and I don't really know why. It's similar to LSD. I don't.
I know it's
understand why
popular, and I can't just let it. I can't let it sit too long. All right, I'm gonna be pissed if my most underrated gets picked up here.
Okay. So the 20th pick. I feel like it's safe for me to start picking these. I actually have this at 14. Wavy Bone.
Okay.
I think that's another most underrated. Juicy J.
Yep.
His verse is real good. And then the 21st pick, I have this at 16. Fine Wine.
Thank goodness. All right. Hold on.
I think my cup is getting muddy. Oh, buddy.
All right. I'm gonna go with I'm so glad this is here. My most underrated one.
Okay.
Better Things.
Yeah, it is underrated.
And I also think that
I bet
it has one of the best beats too.
I bet you liked when it goes into the beat at like 40 seconds into the song. Yeah, dude. Play it.
Hold on, let me find it. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's when the beat drops.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right.
Oh, one more thing. I forgot to mention this on level. There's a part. It's like midway through the song where it's like he's not really saying anything, but he just does the and then the non-chopped and screwed. He goes like and then he goes back to It's like he's dueling himself. It's so funny.
Gosh, I think honestly his ad libs / like, but almost with instrument sounds. I don't even know what you want to. It's not part of the beat, but he'll like drop in like an ad lib, but like of a gunshot or like a something else. I think he does it really well. He is just a producer.
He's a producer, yeah.
All right.
23rd pick.
All right, I'm gonna take Angels.
All right, yeah. Okay. 24th pick.
I couldn't care less about any of these.
Me neither.
Except one.
I'm gonna take Jukebox Joints, which I'm taking it solely because it has Kanye on it, but I don't really like the song.
Yeah. Same. I think that's a very safe.
And then 25th pick. I mean, I gotta do it. Shout out to Judd.
I knew that's
JD.
That's literally the one I was gonna pick if you did it.
Shout out JD if you're listening. I know you are.
Shout out to Diesel.
Yeah.
We don't need to expose him like that.
No.
From the little Christmas party.
Oh. Okay.
It's a better catch.
Okay. 26th pick.
All right, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna take Jody.
Okay.
It's a really weird, unique song.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about a lot of these ones that we're in right now. Oh, and something I should have said with Every Day, and maybe it's book for itself. Definitely most overrated song.
No.
Song's terrible.
No, it's not.
It's most overrated.
No, it's
a
not.
number 2 seed.
No. It's rightfully a 2 seed.
No, that song's awful.
Look, I really can't. I feel like if there had to be one, it had to be Effin' Problems or Wild for the Night.
But Effin' Problems is still, like,
I know.
good.
I know, but still, so is Every Day.
It is not. It features Rod Stewart. That song's terrible.
No, it's not. It's a great song. And Miguel.
Oh, cool.
All right. We're going to go with... Frick.
This is 27th. But
I know. Wait, so... You would have... I finish it at 30?
Well, we're doing 33, remember? Or, sorry, 32.
So I would have 2 more picks. Or 3 more. Okay. All right. Well, if that's
3 more including this one.
we'll do a Come Apart.
Okay. That I had as best title, but I don't really like the song. Not a big Florence and the Machine guy.
Mm-hmm. All right. I can tell you which one you're about to do.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Suddenly.
No. But that okay. That's gonna be the song I pick after the one I'm about to pick.
All right.
I like how we counted down. I didn't say anything.
I know what you're gonna pick instead.
Okay, so 28th pick. We're taking 3, 2, 1. Far Side. Yeah, there you go.
I could see how you were. I mean, that was the one I was trying to decide between Come Apart and Far Side.
I had that at 18.
Okay. And 23.
And then 29th pick, Suddenly. It's also important that I bring up. Put it in my ears moment.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the second verse. It's like 2.5 minutes into it. He goes, back once again, chilling in the back of the lack with the pass of the jam. Finna ask, can I pass to a friend? Then it smash, I'll be damned if I ask her again. Gold slabs on the lack when I spin. Then it's back to the back of the bands. Lean back in the back with a hand and a crap when I tap that. Then attack, never tax, never that. Max on the ends, spanned, ends. I remember way back when. And he just keeps going. I just love that. It comes out of nowhere, too. You don't expect it because the first half of the song, it's like he doesn't rap with that cadence in like that first verse.
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes you by surprise.
Alrighty. Last two for me.
Yes.
Go Purple Swag remix.
Okay. I actually have that at number 11.
Whoa.
But my thought on it is this is the only one I thought might actually apply to it because it's technically like if there were a deluxe version, that's the one.
That got added
Because it's on the Japanese iTunes bonus track version of it.
Mm-hmm. It's got Bun B in it and Paul Wall.
I think it's really good.
And then I'm gonna go with after that.
I'm sorry, hang on. Okay.
Max Keeble, aka Max B.
John B. Shout out to John B.
If you're listening, and we for sure know you are.
We do. Shout out Timber Creek, Timber Cheeks. That would have been the one that I was going to take.
I feel like there's only... Honestly, all these songs are not very good.
I agree. So...
Can't take a guess at yours?
Yeah, final pick. What am I taking?
Pain.
Mm-mm.
Don't do West Side Highway.
I'm taking West Side Highway. I don't even wanna. I mean, I can't wait for it to get eliminated in the first rounds. That's how a lot of these are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Pain, Back Home, and Dreams Interlude were not drafted. And I think that's rightfully so. I had them as my 3 bottom songs. So to recap, since I had the first pick, I'll start. I had Effin' Problems, Lord Pretty Flacco Jody 2, Fashion Killa, Electric Body, Level, PMW, All I Really Need, Matt Walker, Holy Ghost, Long Live ASAP, Ghetto Symphony, Wavy Bone, Fine Wine, Jukebox Joints, JD, Farside, Suddenly, West Side Highway. Do you think of something funny?
Just the whole thing of like... Okay, look, I'm going to read mine in order, and it's just like when they start to make sentences.
Okay.
Every day, wild...
Every day?
Yeah.
Wild for the night?
Yeah. Let's see. Canal Street, M's, LSD, One Train, Phoenix, Excuse Me, Hell, Goldie, Better Things, Angels, Jody. Shout out to Rick and Jody if you're listening. We know you are. Nichols. That's not the song title. It was just Jody Nichols is who I'm shouting out.
2 of their kids getting married probably this year.
Yeah, kind of a crummy situation.
Oh boy.
I Come Apart, Purple Swag remix, Max B.
Okay. What's your favorite song title in a vacuum?
Ghetto Symphony.
Oh, okay. It is a good one. I also like West Side Highway for some reason. I feel like it could
Teddy
be.
West Side Story.
Who's Teddy West Side?
No, I don't know, but West Side Story, isn't that with the Sharks and the Jets?
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Zane. He was over here late Saturday night eating Kelly's with us, and he made a joke about the Sharks and the Jets from the West Side Story.
What was the joke?
I can't remember what the joke was, but I thought it was really funny.
Okay, cool.
Because he referenced West Side Story.
But was it a pun?
I don't know. We'll have to.
As is Zane's want.
I think it was like we haven't seen that much It was something about tension. It was like we haven't seen that much tension since the Sharks and the Jets.
Wow, that is a reference.
To
Okay.
have that on the front of your.
Go ahead. You're Sarah Bellum.
Yeah.
You're Mrs. Bellum.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Miss Bellum.
Yeah.
Miss Bellum.
Man,
Shout out to the mayor of Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, man, I'm hungry.
What's up?
I just need to eat dinner.
Oh,
All right.
you normally eat before.
I know, but not tonight.
Oh, Matt. What about the other? I think I've done all my categories. What do you have that you haven't said already, or that you'd like to reiterate?
No, I don't have any. That was the only one, the song title for me that I didn't do. But yeah.
What about? Well, okay, so here we go. Just not even. I'm going to catch you off guard with it this time.
Don't even have to do all of them.
Not to do all of them. I might need your help though.
Okay.
Because this is going to be. So, I was. Because one of the songs is Phoenix, so naturally that's a good starting point to talk about the Phoenix Suns, and I wonder if they're able to get back to the NBA Finals.
So they can hold up that Goldie championship?
They're definitely looking for the Goldie. Now, okay, yeah. So they're, yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, they're gonna try and hold up that Goldie because they weren't able to do that last year because they had a lot of effing problems going on in that finals. I know Chris Paul was dealing with the nagging injury from the. Okay, so he actually, this isn't even remembering. He was on JJ Redick's podcast, and he was saying that like when he got hurt, he had like a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
In the conference finals.
Yeah.
And JJ Redick asked him, he's like, "Could you shoot the ball?" He's like, "I literally couldn't shoot the ball." He's like, "I would try and dribble with that hand, and I would think I'm dribbling it, and the ball wouldn't come back up because I thought I was doing it, but I actually was basically just like dropping the ball. Like I had no strength to even like bounce it." And they somehow still managed to
make it to the final. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
But a lot of, so I know Chris Paul and a lot of NBA players are definitely fashion killers. And they have their little red carpet walk pregame and
making lots of M's for sure.
Because they're able to do that because they make a lot of M's, and they're with the Phoenix Suns, they're definitely trying to go wild for the night in these games and just show out. And
excuse me, I actually need to say something real quick about
go ahead.
Last season. Yeah, I just wanted to shout out to them because they literally went through hell with that.
They did.
And they experienced a lot of pain. And it was, I mean, suddenly they were trying to take it to the next level and couldn't because of injuries.
That is true.
But, yeah, I was just going to say that they better things are on the horizon.
Yeah.
And
better things are on the horizon, especially along the West Side Highway, which is where their division is basically them and all the California teams. So they have to go through that West Side Highway to get to the one seed that they're at once again. They're playing really well this year, and there's definitely a lot of angels on their side.
Well, they got to go through the City of Angels, really.
They have to go through the City of Angels, but honestly, this year I don't know that they even do. Because both the LA teams are pretty not good this year.
Well, if they do go to the City of Angels, Chris Paul will be stopping by to sip some fine wine on Taco Tuesday with his boy LeBron for sure.
Probably.
And Melo.
Yeah, and Chris Paul is probably hoping like
he sits on the far side of the table.
He sits on the far side, and he's also hoping if I come apart physically like I did last year, I don't know that I can that we're gonna.
All right. I don't think we can.
But no, try and sneak Lord Pretty Flacco Jody 2.
There's not.
But they're on another. I mean, the Phoenix Suns right now are actually on a level unlike what we've ever seen this franchise be on, because they were kind of a laughing stock. They didn't want to spend money on players, and honestly, they're still kind of there, because what's his face that they drafted last year, I can't remember his name, but they also they just declined his option for next year, which is insane, because they wanted to save money instead of just trading him, and they still haven't paid DeAndre Ayton, and I don't know if they will. But they definitely got a lot of electric bodies on, especially coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And it's just, I kind of think of them as just one train of players, and they're.
Honestly, I think you're tripping right now. Are you off LSD or something? Because
I might be off LSD or PMW. What if I said that the real title of it? But that's all I really need. But every day, we haven't done every day yet?
No, we did.
Oh, okay. Did we?
Yeah, the only one we haven't done is actually
No, there's a couple.
It's JD, Wavy Bone,
Canal Street,
and Jody. That's it.
and Holy Ghost, and Purple Swag Remix.
Oh, Purple Swag Remix too. Yeah.
And Dreams Back Home. But it sounds like we just did them all right there. So one thing I will say is that if Chris Paul does come apart, we all know that Campaign is the backup point guard, and he's ready to finish the job. And I see you're wearing a Memphis Grizzlies hoodie. You mentioned when you were going to Memphis. You mentioned going to Ching's. We know A$AP Rocky is a big fan of Memphis rappers. Did you know that Campaign played high school basketball in Memphis?
Yeah, he had the nickname Lord Pretty Flacco, Jody too. He was the second coming of going hard in the paint, Shout out to Waka Flocka.
That's how you gotta do it right.
Cut it out.
Doodles.